15 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go. Unfortunately, the agreement arrived at was not put into practice. I was in favor of joint consultations between the engineers of both sides. 1,000 obstacles were created from Pakistan's side. They would not talk or allow us to go on. Perhaps they thought that by raising obstacles, they would be able to arrest our progress. They could not do that. Now, suddenly, we are told that the 1948 agreement was useless and that it was secured under duress. As I told you, it so happened that I was also present at those talks and can give personal testimony. The present Governor General of Pakistan was also present there as one of the signatories. I cannot understand how I or anybody else could coerce him into appending his signature. It is very undignified for countries to argue like small lawyers. Big countries do big things with big minds, whether it is peace or war. It is not in my nature to indulge in legal quibbling. I gave up law 40 years back. A spokesman of Pakistan said that they had denounced the 1948 agreement. An agreement between two parties cannot be cancelled by unilateral action, and so the dispute went on. Some people of the World Bank came here from America and talked with us and with Pakistan. They were prepared to mediate so that our engineers and Pakistani engineers might hold discussions with their help. This was what we had been saying from the very beginning, that our engineers and theirs should hold joint consultations because there was sufficient water for all. So we accepted the World Bank's proposal and said that we were ready if they could make them agree to joint consultations between the engineers. They told us that as long as the talks went on, we should not reduce the supply of water to Pakistan from this side. Please remember that the 1948 agreement with Pakistan, which I just mentioned, laid down that India had a right to reduce the supply of waters, but this was to be done gradually so that Pakistan might get time. Sufficient time was given, and years passed. We had thus a right to reduce the supply of water. Still, we agreed to the World Bank's suggestion not to reduce the supply as long as the talks went on. Honorable Speaker, I present the budget for 2025-26. This budget continues our government's efforts to accelerate growth. secure inclusive development, invigorate private sector investments, uplift household sentiments, and enhance spending power of India's rising middle class. Together, we embark on a journey to unlock our nation's tremendous potential for greater prosperity and global positioning under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. As we complete the first quarter of the 21st century, continuing geopolitical headwinds suggest lower global economic growth over the medium term. However, our aspiration for a Viksit Bharat inspires us, and the transformative work we have done during our government's first two terms guides us to march forward resolutely. Our economy is the fastest growing among all major global economies. Our development track record of the past 10 years and structural reforms have drawn global attention. Confidence in India's capability and potential has only grown in this period. Honorable members, it gives me immense pleasure to address the joint sitting of the two houses of Parliament in the annals of our democracy. 2019 is an important milestone. We have the people of India celebrating the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation, this year. 13th April this year will also mark 100 years of the tragic massacre at Jallianwala Bagh. On behalf of the entire nation, I vow to pay tribute to all those martyrs who sacrificed their lives for a bright future for us. This year, our country will also celebrate the 70th anniversary of the Constitution Day. It is in this historic central hall that the illustrious architects of our Constitution had sculpted the Constitution of India. This year, we are also celebrating the 550th birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, who taught us to lead our lives with the spirit of service and goodwill. I am glad that our country is following the dreams of Gandhiji to build an inclusive society based on ethics and principles. Our nation is moving ahead, guided by the ideals of social and economic justice as enshrined in the Constitution by Baba Saheb Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar. The efforts of my government clearly reflect a belief in an egalitarian society as espoused by Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia, the torch bearer of public conscience against the politics of exploitation.